Hi, it's Phoenix Fan Fusion 2026 opening day. I'm dressed up as one of the Daredevil Born Again vigilantes from season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. When I was watching season 2, I was like, oh, that'd be such a fun, easy cosplay to put together. And I made this mask by myself with just like cardboard and I painted it. Yeah, I got like one of my husband's old red shirts and cut up like gaffer's tape and did the Daredevil, the double D's. And I got a bunch of like fun accessories. I thought it'd be pretty easy cosplay to put together because yeah, Phoenix Fan Fusion is in June and it is 100 degrees outside here in Phoenix, Arizona, so it's so hot. But yeah, my husband and I have our full event passes. We have plans to go every single day this event. And this is our 5th year going to Phoenix Fan Fusion and making a video about it. So happy 5-year anniversary, guys. Looking back at, my old videos of Phoenix Fan Fusion, it's like, wow, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much I've grown. And now we're going to all sorts of conventions, so it's so fun. But I guess on the agenda today, usually for the first day, it's just like get a lay of the land, seeing if like how much is like changed over the years. But there is like one panel at noon that we want to go see, hosted by Runesmith. He's a YouTuber that like talks about the different Dungeons and Dragons like enemy types, like play types. Like he does these like really funny videos where he like edits quick paced of like explaining a bunch of like D&D stuff and lore kind of. I bet this is like the best way I could describe it off the top of my head. So yeah, he's coming and doing a panel with another YouTuber, I believe. And so I was like, oh shoot, I know him. Let's go check that out. And it's not like a really big like celebrity panel or anything. That's saved for tomorrow. But we're gonna go grab some breakfast and then head over there. It's gonna be so fun. So come on. We noticed that this whole kids zone was new, so we wanted to take a look. It does look like a fun little place to take your kids. Christian and I like to familiarize ourselves with the whole convention so that we can give you guys a good lay of the land in our final video about Phoenix Fan Fusion. Plus, I noticed on the map that there was a randomly placed seated section in one of these rooms that we did use this as a hack, as a place to eat lunch later in the weekend when it got very busy.
I want the pumpkin spice. Knowing my luck, they'll run out of the pumpkin syrup by the time that I come get it. Wait, what do you say?
It's new.
This truck?
Yeah.
Sake soda. Cool.
We got lychee.
Oh, I love lychee. Oh, and agua fresca sounds so good right now. Churros.
Churro.
I think that one's watermelon right there.
That's not what's listed on there, so I don't know.
And then just a couple months ago, right here, babe, we were theorizing, we were complaining that
Critical Role does not come to Phoenix, Arizona. So we waited out in the cosplay area for all the people dressed as Critical Role. I think there's 2 people, maybe 3. So Christian made a joke saying this is why Critical Role does not come to Arizona, is because we don't show up for them. And so I was like, dang it, oh, I should have put together a cosplay of somebody from Critical Role. That's too bad.
This is why Critical does not come to Arizona.
And here we are, just a little bit later. There's these arcade games, and Critical is coming tomorrow. Oh gosh, how exciting. Oh, I haven't even mentioned that. Yeah, we're just up on the ground level because there's a panel that we wanted to see at noon. So I figured, hey, let's just like take a gander at everything that's like above ground, because downstairs is the exhibitor hall and that's where all the fun stuff is, so we could get lost and just like totally forget about time even exists. You know, it's kind of like Vegas down there. But yeah, isn't that so funny? Just like literally just a couple weeks ago, we're at Game On Expo. So fun. Yeah, stay tuned tomorrow for that. That's gonna be so exciting. Oh, I can't wait. Find a key and you could get Hot Wheels, Pachita, Goku, one of those like ugly little things. Yeah. Oh, and then Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I think this is the one where you have to time it perfectly with that thing to cut the string and get your prize. And then it drops down. It's pretty dead over here right now. Yeah, talk about variety. Look at this guy. Oh, little marble keychains. Those are so cute. Okay, where's the Daredevil?
It's too street level.
I know, he's too rated MA. Wait, TV MA? Wait, is this the newest Mario?
Sure.
It looks familiar to me, so it made me feel like it's the second to last one. Graphically, it does look like it. Yeah. Can't wait for it to end, but no. Everybody's got trading cards? Cool. After all that walking around, it was getting close enough to our scheduled time for the panel, so we walked over to where the panel was going to be, and when the previous panel was over, we just went right in, and we were one of the first people in there. In my defense, I thought that there was going to be a bigger demand, and I am just one of those people where I cannot rest until I know that I am not too late for an event, but I do talk more about the panel later in the video. When the panel was over, we took a break for lunch, and I hope you can feel the crowds through the camera because it was much more busy than I have ever seen on a Friday for Phoenix Fan Fusion, and I am very well experienced. So sadly, we were too hungry to leave campus, if you will, to have lunch. So we just got in a line for chicken tenders, and I really regret this because it was not very good. I do this every year where one of the days we just give in and get the convention food, but it is always a bad idea. Please learn from my mistakes. But after chowing down on some food, we finally went down to the lower level. We usually zigzag our way down every aisle of the exhibitor floor, starting from the south wall to the north wall. And that is the case for the whole weekend, that we are just zigzagging our way in that direction because it just feels the most effective. You can get a good look at each of the booths more accurately, at least I feel like.
For the print?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think I would not be able to wield the billy club because it's considered a weapon for the convention.
Yeah.
That's still really cool though.
Unless you have like red cylinder foam pieces, those could be your billy clubs.
So if it was made of foam, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I bet it's not.
Like the one that Marcy has from New Year's at Richards. Those white ones that light up different colors.
Oh, yeah.
Paint those red, and those would be your billy
Yeah, I think those are
clubs.
like styrofoam, basically.
Yeah.
Like the cheapest material that people use for shipping packages. Do you have a favorite? Oh, this is so neat.
Which one did I get you? Did I get you that one? I got Morgan.
Is that you at work?
Or no, I got the, you're on this page.
Because I was dressed up as someone from Daredevil Born Again, I tried to look for different versions of him around the convention, and one of the guarantees was a custom Lego mini figurine. And while there were a few guys I saw dressed head to toe in Daredevil gear, I did get stopped by one girl to take a photo together. I think she was dressed as an Elektra / Daredevil mashup, which is, two separate characters from the Daredevil series, which I did look it up. And it is a storyline from the comics where Elektra takes on the persona of Daredevil while Matt Murdock is locked up in jail. which, to be honest, I was unfamiliar with this storyline before I started editing this video, but shoot, her character design alone looks so cool. I definitely love to look more into this. That's just what's so fun about going to these conventions, is that you get to see all sorts of different kinds of merch and cosplays for the TV shows and comics that you are into, but also you could get introduced to something new.
And I've seen gameplay of 4, but I haven't actually played.
4 got better with the updates and the add-ons.
Okay.
They really refined the game.
Okay.
3 is really the spirit of Fallout. Well,
So right away we did see the Runesmith and Bonewizard D&D Content Creator panel, which was like much smaller than I thought it was going to be. When they made a post about it, I was like, oh, really excited. That's why we wanted to go see. Phoenix Fan Fusion made a post on Instagram saying like, oh, come to see the biggest D&D content creators do a panel and talk about, you know, being a D&D content creator. And then, which was so funny because like they end up putting them in like one of the smallest rooms that you could be in. Yeah, so Christian and I got there with plenty of time thinking that there was going to be a big turnout. No, but that's what made it really fun. Like I'm really talking them down, but that's what made the panel so fun, was that it was just, you know, us and them, just like a small hammering of people, you know, interested in it. So it became like very like low stakes, you know, it was just like a lot of banter, a lot of talk and jokes and stuff. And they did have like their topics that they end up talking about, you know, making videos on YouTube about Dungeons and Dragons and making books and stuff, and also like playing Dungeons and Dragons, which Christian and I do play Dungeons and Dragons regularly with our friend Mary. We have a lot of fun. So we are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, so of course that's why we wanted to go see the panel. So that was really fun. And then we ended up spending the whole rest of the day going down to the exhibitor hall and like trying to not buy every print that we wanted to buy and see. I guess that'll be saved for a later day. I do want to say, yeah, today's Friday, this is opening day, and I have been going to Phoenix Fan Fusion for most of my life, I guess I would say, and it was very busy today, especially for a Friday. But like I'm just so used to like Saturday being like the crazy day, bumping into everybody. Like you go down those escalators and it's like so many people just like right there, just like such a sight just to see so many people crowding around the elevators, you know, of everything. I feel like that's like a good basis of like how crowded Phoenix Fan Fusion is when you go down to like the lower level. So that means I'm really scared for tomorrow, because tomorrow, bright and early, is the Critical Role panel, which, you know, speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, they are like the celebrity face of Dungeons and Dragons, you know, content creating, because like, you know, they have this amazing animated show and everything as well. Yeah, their panel is like 11 a.m. tomorrow, and if we've learned anything from going to see Hayden Christensen last year, is that, yeah, we ended up, you know, showing up 2 hours early and it wasn't enough. So I think we're gonna try to be there as early as we possibly can tomorrow, which is just like so crazy. I've never been to Phoenix Fan Fusion like so early before, because like if there's never been anything like so early that I've like wanted to do. Usually so you know, just like so more nonchalant with this. Yeah, we definitely want to go see that. Plus also tomorrow is the Danny Elfman panel, and I'm like such a spooky lover and I love all of his music, so we're also gonna be going to do that as well. So stay tuned for that. I'm so excited and also so nervous for tomorrow because it's gonna be so much more busy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And if you enjoyed today, please make sure to give this video a like. It really helps me out, and to subscribe for more, you know, fun things in Arizona, more conventions, more Phoenix Fan Fusion. It's so fun. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.